Hi everyone, welcome to today's Trainer's Access, episode 4. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about the difference between men and women, and also we'll be talking about age, since this seems to be the most common questions you are sending in. Today we have our very own Crystal Anderson, our trainer. How are you, Crystal?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, how was the weekend?
Too short.
Too short as always, yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Crystal?
Thank you. Glad to be back. Thanks everyone for calling in with your questions. This is great.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with the first one. The difference between men and women in weight loss. We've got this question asked a lot because they say, well, me and my husband start, the same process. We eat the same, we do the same exercise, and usually guys lose more weight during that week. Why?
Because it's completely unfair. Just
Yes.
kidding. Yeah. So there's some differences between men and women, and we'll break it down just a little bit. Men have a little bit different hormones than women, and depending on, if women have had children or age-related differences as well, it may take longer for a woman to lose weight. But at the same time, an older man, it might take him a little longer to lose weight than, say, a younger female. Differences being, you do want to adjust your calories. Men can eat a few more calories a day than women because they do carry a little bit more muscle mass overall, just the way we're all genetically built. But then I've got women who I've seen be bodybuilders who have to eat 3,000 calories a day. So it comes down to age, and it comes down to your ultimate goal. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Muscle? Your goal is going to depend on how many calories you eat versus if you want weight loss or not.
Yeah, that's super important. You mentioned goals. A lot of people, They want to make sure that they have their short-term and long-term goals, right? And make sure that they stick to it every single day in order for them to reach out their long-term goals, right?
Absolutely.
So, exercise-wise, do they need to work out different, men and women, or is it pretty much the same workouts, or how does that work?
So yes and no. In general, women can do the same workouts as men. Again, age does matter. The older you get, the more careful you need to be during your workouts. Take it a little easier on your joints, and things heal a little slower at that point. But a major difference between women and men about working out would be pregnancy during that time. Women's joints are going to change, their hormones are going to change. You can put a little bit of stress on the baby if you're not careful. You do want to work out. You just want to make sure you're very careful with it before and after pregnancy. So they can do all kinds of exercises. I was given advice when I was pregnant that you don't do anything different once you're pregnant. Workouts you were doing before, meaning don't do them any more extreme than you did before. You can do the same movements. Say you started out doing squats before you were pregnant. You can still do those being pregnant, just carefully. Maybe even not with weight, just slow and steady. Your body releases a thing called relaxin, a hormone that kind of relaxes the joints. So you definitely don't want to overload those joints during and after pregnancy. Ladies, it's okay to be strong before pregnancy. You're passing on healthier cells to your babies. You'll heal faster after childbirth, and it can be easier during childbirth on both of you.
So,
Yes.
Talking about diets, do they need to be different, men's and women's?
Yes and no. Yes. So, like I said earlier, women should probably consume a few less calories than men. Men do carry more muscle overall. Their metabolism are going to run a little faster than ours.
So guys, that doesn't mean that just go all out and take a whole bunch of...
And, go and eat tacos for the weekend or anything. No, let's still keep our diet clean and healthy. Otherwise, your trainer's going to hear about it and make you do extra cardio the next day. But no, keep your diets clean. Diets need to be different in ways, like we said, caloric difference, because you might burn more, you might burn less, and age is a big factor in this as well. As we age, our metabolism is going to slow down. So you do need to adjust your nutrition as that happens. You need to adjust your nutrition as you lose weight. You can't just start out eating 2,000 calories and start losing weight and think that you're going to continue to lose weight on 2,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So adjust it as you go.
What about motivation?
Motivation between men and women,
Yes.
to me, it's no different. I've had men where I need to really motivate them, or men that I have to tell them to slow down. Same with females. It's just the biggest difference on motivation is your lifestyle. What's going on in your life, the time that you have, how do you feel about working out, and your limitations.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the next one is talking about goals. Is there a difference between men and women?
There can be, yes. like we said, men burn calories a lot faster. They carry more muscle mass. Their bone density is a lot stronger than ours, so therefore they can build muscle a little faster. But I've seen females that put on a lot of muscle. It may take a little longer, but it's doable. Time's not the issue. It's how you choose to work out each day. And remember your age, what your goals are. Again, with pregnancy, you don't want to overdo it. And always consult your doctor before starting a healthy workout regimen when you're pregnant, or if you're a little bit older. You might want to make sure there's certain workouts you need to avoid or certain workouts you should be focusing on. Exactly.
That's one of the things that we always try to ask our distributors to do, is just consult your physician, consult your doctor, just to make sure that everything is fine, especially when you're pregnant. But great. This last question that we have, talking about protein, the difference between whey and soy. What's the best source of protein? What can we take, what not to? What's your experience with that?
Honestly, if you can take the whey, take it. Soy's there. You can supplement soy in sometimes. When you overdo soy, it can actually increase hormones in your body that you definitely don't want increasing. Men can sometimes take on a female form if that's all they have is soy proteins. I prefer whey. Results are going to come better. They're going to be a little bit less harmful as far as your hormones. Soy's there. I'm not telling you to just completely avoid soy, but you definitely want to focus more on whey if you have that option.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your awesome answers to these questions. I know people have been sending them during this whole week. So make sure to call, email customer service. Let us know what questions you have for next week. We're going to be posting our next week's video on Tuesday. Also, feel free to send it in questions through Facebook or Instagram. We'll make sure that we get those and talk about them during next week's call. For now, thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
And you guys have a great week. See you next week.